We did Poland last week, but the second and third order effects of this have gone on to be very, very impactful, so need to cover this more in depth. Let's get into it. Why is this important enough to reach settled ground? One, a lot of this got buried under domestic news last week for obvious reasons, and then two, the story just in a few days has expanded in a lot of different material ways that are actually really impactful, so let's go one by one. Hybrid warfare may have gone too far. Last year and early this year, when both China and Russia were doing a lot of hybrid warfare in the Baltic Sea, using their ships to drag anchors to cut energy pipelines and fiber optic cables, then later claiming this wasn't us, it was a mistake, etc., etc. Introduced Baltic Sentry. Now, post-Poland, we're introducing Eastern Sentry, which covers all of the Baltic states. Even China at the UN, who's pretty much a supporter of everything Russia does, pretty much signaling that they're not going to be on board with this. Also ties into number two, personal for Trump. And at that same meeting at the UN, the U.S. ambassador pretty much saying this is a slap in the face post-Alaska summit. This watershed change in stance by Trump on both sanctions and tariffs from the U.S. and the EU, targeting combined sanctions for Russia, combined tariffs on China and India for buying Russian oil.